All right. So now let's now streamline everything back. I've been listening to you, so I want to hear when the day you tell us the day you decide to leave your parent alone or your family people alone and say, I am leaving. I am not going to depend on you again, and I want to focus on my life and find myself. What brought about that decision? Tell us about the mindset that you took that made you say no, and then what do you think having to depend on someone or having such some level of dependency brings to you? Share us the mindset and the idea around that, and the day you just decide to make the decision and what caused that decision to be made.
First things first, I would say it's not a one day thing.
Okay.
I'm still living this life and I'm still figuring it out. Even till now, it's like 7, 8 years after the decision, I'm still figuring it out. There was one thing I was sure of, and that was my POP night, my last day of NYSC. That was in November 2018. I served in Lokoja here, Kogi State, yeah. So I left from Ekiti State. I went to visit my brother in Lagos. So from Lagos, I came down to Lokoja, right, to serve. And the whole service here, I was always on the road. I love to travel. I love to go to places. My whole service here, the 1 year, I think I spent only 4 active months in Lokoja.
Yeah.
But the 4 months, I went to all of the local governments. I went to, like, I was always traveling. But where I'm going is, when I finished, I was certain that I was never going to live in Lagos. I was quite, Lagos is not a place for me. It's not a place for my kind of mentality. Then I was not going back to my parents' house. Though that was the decision that night. It was not something I came up with. It was not something I came to understand. I just knew that POP night, I didn't want to go back to Ekiti. But Lagos was out of it.
Ekiti, for reference, Ekiti is where your parents stay. So after your NYSC, you just knew you don't want to go back to
home there.
Ekiti, okay?
Lagos. Yes. It was that I came back to Ekiti, rent a piece of my own, which I didn't even have the money. But I knew I was not going to my dad's house. Yeah? But not because I had anything, but it was just this, you really can do something for yourself. Yeah? Okay, so that night was the first day I can't remember the exact date. Is it like 18th or 21st November 2018? I came to Abuja.
Yeah. When you came to Abuja, you came to see someone. Do you have somebody there? You just took your bag and came to Abuja.
I had only just my saxophone and the leather box. Yeah. I got to Abuja 10:03 p.m. I didn't know anybody. I had never been in Abuja in my life.
Excuse me, 10:03 p.m.
Yeah. And I left Lokoja around 7:15 p.m. that night. Because I was indecisive.
Yeah.
Do you have anyone? You don't have anyone you can see there now.
Yeah.
How would you sleep? How would you? So I think I even took one of the last buses out.
The last bus
from
going.
Lokoja, from Lokoja that night. So I got to Lugbe. I got after school. You know Abuja school. I was just seeing that was the only first day I knew I liked Mercedes Benz because Abuja just had like
a lot of Mercedes Benz.
I'm like, oh, this place will favor me.
Yeah.
But I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know anybody.
Talk us to how you, that night that you came to Abuja, how...
So, I knew it was not going to be bad.
How did you find the place?
I still had like 10K or like 15,000. I can sleep that night.
Oh, okay. You figure out, yes.
So I came and I think I called the friend. I was like, do you know anywhere in Lubi? I was cheap enough I could spend the night. So I start sorting myself in the morning. So I'm like, what are you doing in Abuja? Like, I don't know. I'm not feeling like this. I just know that Lagos and it was out of it.
So it's just the quest to you. It was like an adventure and a voyage. How do you call it?
At the moment, if I have my house settled and my affairs really well, I can up and go to Brazil. I don't even have to know anybody. That's me. I'm a traveler. I love to really see new places. Yeah. So that night, the girlfriend like, I know. Say, if you copy that night, what think you will do again? I'm like, I don't know now. Figure it out for the next day. So he told me actually, Bazo. There's a friend of mine called Bazo. He saw Basi. I'll never forget that guy.
Yeah.
He said Bazo stays in Kumbanipa. So I didn't even have Bazo's number. He then sent me Bazo's number. And I called Bazo. What for? So what did they do for you? Mommy, I don't know. I say, make a call. Just upgrade my life.
Yeah.
Think without what over. Oh yeah, now I get creep for Guarimpa home. That's the first place I ever stayed in Guarimpa. 64%. That night became 3 months.
You stayed with that your friend?
Yes. 3 months. The 4th month, my younger sister joined me in Abuja.
Oh, staying with Bazu too.
So she was processing her like she was trying to move to the Philippines then.
Okay.
She stayed in the Philippines for about 8 years after then.
Okay.
So that night just showed me that if you're really desperate enough
Shout out
to want to change, shout out to Bazu.
Yeah, because very, very important. Because it's not easy for somebody to put people in the house, you know. It's just a lot.
He has been a blessing to me. I've not seen Bazu in over a year. Maybe like 2 years now because he moved back to Ulu. So
Okay.
He's now in Abuja free. But what I would say is there are people like that. There are people that you don't even really need to be that close to them.
And
they just have good hearts. I just kind generally. So Basil housed us, myself first, with the person who Basil was doing this. I think Basil got me into food.
Into food, okay.
So Basil was doing this grills thing. We're always doing this barbecue grills
together.
Parties. That's where I started doing pool parties and all of those kind of things. So I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I was very good musically. I knew a lot of people that were music with me. From there, 3 months went in. I was still, there was no job, obviously. I was not even looking for one, so I was just.
You were not looking for what?
Looking for a job. I'm not even lying to you. I was not looking because I knew I was okay. One other thing I was setting off was I didn't want to do this. Come here.
So you didn't feel the need to stay under a boss or something like that?
Not that, because mentorship is staying under a boss.
Yes.
You just choose the boss.
You just okay. Yeah, I get you.
So I didn't want someone who was going to instruct me to do something that I did not identify with. Now remember that I don't even know my identity at the moment. I was just rebellious.
You were finding your way.
It was in the rebellion
that you were finding.
Then I knew, you're someone that wants to do this and do this and create this and create this.
There's this statement that says that chaos creates order.
Exactly.
So for you to find something first, you have to be willing to accept chaos, and in the middle of chaos you now find the necessity for order. So there is inspiration that comes from a lot of chaotic order, and that happens when you made the first decision of saying you're leaving your parents, and then you're coming out to the world. You neither know here or there, and you allow the world to below you there, and then all of a sudden you begin to find your foothold and begin to find somewhere, somehow. I always say this brings us back to this saying that whenever you start a thing in life, whenever you start a thing or you want to go towards anything, any business, adventure, life, you want to, you really do not have a foothold of where you want to start from. All you just need to do is to step out to start that thing. But just like his story, when you went out of your parents' house and then you navigated you find yourself here in Abuja, what happened is that who was supposed to help you found his way to you. I learned a story that when you are so troubled that you wanted to climb a mountain, let's say this mountain is going to be so difficult, you are here, when you see the mountain from afar, it becomes bigger because you are sighting the mountain. But when you take the bold step to go forward, it becomes way clearer. Now, if you see the mountain from afar, when you begin to look at this mountain from afar, the fear of the size of the mountain will not make you to take a step. Now, when you go close to the mountain and begin to, ascend, in your process of ascending, you will get tired. There's going to be difficulty. There's going to be turn on you. It's going to be terror. You're going to face a lot of obstacles and challenge on the way. But at that point, when you're already climbing the mountain, you're already there on the mountain. Your hands and legs are already on the foot. Somewhere, somehow, when you are already giving up, somebody will just be a stretching hand.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean the mountain is complete.
There's always somebody.
It doesn't mean you have climbed that mountain. But that was the point where that was the point where you wanted to give up. So you just find the hand like this, and stretch you. And guess what? That hand that stretched you just took you out of that difficulty. Yes, at that moment. But it just push you to a balance. And when you find the balance, you keep going until you get to that top of the mountain. And that is likened to any situation where you probably have to leave your parents, you know, to go figure out what's going on.
But in the whole chaos here, was there any time you were mentally unstable?
All the time. I think I'm still
Is he mentally unstable?
Freddie Mercury, one of the biggest blues jazz guitarists. It was so good that he says, "I need to be mad to play." Like there's that thing called chaos. It's not, they are just pointers. When you see disorderliness, they are just pointers to what is wrong. Now, I know something in Nigeria here. We are addicted to fixing symptoms, not root causes.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know that all you need to do when you have a headache is sleep? Do you know?
When you have an headache, all you need to do is to sleep. I've heard something like that.
Well, you know you can sleep and your mind does not sleep.
That's true.
So why you have the headache is because your mind does not know how to shut down in that moment. Now, it is just that your body needs to reset. That it was a pointer. Headache is not a disease now. It's not.
Yeah.
But headache really keep person. It's just a pointer. Yeah, I'm coming from a place where I know that I can sleep hours. And when my mind is shut in that hour, let me say I slept like 7 hours. The number of hours that my mind was not working, you know, finish 2 hours.
Repeat again.
I can sleep for 7 hours.
Yes.
Be on my bed for 7 hours. Full eyes shut. I'm not conscious. But I am certain that the hours of rest, actual rest, and rest is your mind being reset. Was not up to 2 hours. So that was 5 hours of computing energy. Instead of replenishing energy, you are burning energy to sleep. No. I hope that we talk about sleep some other day. Something about sleep.
That's very,
sleep.
Very broad.
It's sleep. It's sleep and important.
That sleep is not really for rest.
Oh, dive deep a little into that. So we can accept that for a moment.
Sleep is for programming.
Oh,
why is it called hypnosis?
Sleep is for programming.
When you can program your mind takes that information to reset.
Yes.
But if you don't program, whatever you are thinking lasts. That's why you don't watch your phone when you want to go and sleep.
If you don't program, whatever you are thinking,
program you.
That's why at times, if there's something going on in your mind, you won't be able to sleep.
That's exactly what it is. So, is that thing is programming you to ruminate over that information. That's why you are not resting. You are not resting. You are just lying down. So,
so sleep can also be likened to the embodiment of shutting down your mind and your eyes and your body. So it is not just to closing of the eyes, but shutting down the brain, like the place of nothingness. Think of nothing, imagine nothing, off.
Let me take you to something that you know.
Yeah.
Why does your laptop have sleep, hibernate, and shut down?
So which one is the sleep between those ones now?
When you hibernate, when you hibernate,
you're still working.
The files that you're working on, like they are frozen in time. You're not thinking about it.
Yeah.
Sleep, they are still working. It's just that the screen is not up.
Ooh.
You understand?
I get.
I've always wondered what's the difference between sleep and hibernate. Hibernate is this thing I'm doing. Freeze it for me, or like go and freeze, like not just go and freeze your head.
I get you.
Freeze it for me. Yeah, you freezes it. Then the sleep itself is still be running. Maybe like you are sending a file. Okay.
Yeah.
What if you are sending a file? Just close your laptop. Will it stop? No, it will send. And it's not sleeping.
It's sleeping.
Yeah, that's what your brain is doing. Your brain is programming you by the last information you receive before you close your eyes.
Your brain is programming you by the last information you receive.
That's why they always advise you read before you sleep.
Read.
Yes. I've heard that before.
Oh, you've heard something like that.
People, they keep books close to their bed. So they just read, they drop their phone and then they read. After they read, they sleep.
Sometimes if you can move sleep on the.
Why do you feel so?
I mean, the mind is already is built or it feels that okay, this book is actually a safe space.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let me just rest.
It's like you are trying. When you're reading here, I don't know if it works for everybody.
Yeah.
Your fears in that moment is extracted from you and deposited in the book.
Ooh.
Yeah, it takes instead of you, people believe that they extract information from books. No, book pulls out your fears.
So it starts you to the book.
So that's why you feel lighter when you read.
Oh wow.
So two things.
That's why you feel lighter.
So
during those days when we go to school, feel lighter when you read some physics and chemistry.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Because I'm not talking about academic books.
Yeah, I get you now. Oh, this is an inspiring book. This is a knowledgeable book. This is Bible.
Inspiring.
This okay.
I call them self-help books.
Okay.
I feel anyone that does not want to be motivated cannot be motivated. So you can't call something self-help. You can't call something a motivating book, because if it does not motivate this person, if you want to motivate, means you should motivate everybody. Motivation is by who wants to change. As if you can't change anybody. You can just show them that they want to change. And when you show them, then that yearning for change is what we then instigate the action to change. No matter how much you teach a donkey how to eat like monkey, you will not, until you feel that he wants to be a monkey.
So it's you have to feel
how much you want to teach a donkey. Donkey is like a horse, right?
Yeah.
To start jumping like a monkey.
You can't do unless he
wants to.
He feels.
And hey, we're going to talk a lot about this, but let me say something. There's something called TFAR. Thoughts to feelings to actions to results.
Thoughts, feelings to actions to results.
What you think about will create
what you feel.
What you feel will tell you what to do. Your actions will create your results.
I agree.
That's the only way to create.
I agree. I think I've come across some things like that.
I know there were different things. But
so,
what you said, did they give you that breakout from?
I didn't know this then.
Oh, you didn't know this then?
I didn't finish my master's in India. That's how crazy it was. I was that unstable.
You went for a master and you didn't finish about the master.
So what was that breakout?
Yes.
I don't know if I have broken out still. But I'm more learning. I'm just more learning.
So the idea is that do we really break out of trouble? Do we really break out of the chaos of life?
Trouble.
You know, life in itself has so much, troubles, unpredicted troubles, so much issues to solve. Is there a time where we can literally stop facing those troubles? Is there a freedom time for a man?
Let me answer your question with a question. Do you think this is the only version of you?
No, I don't think so.
Are you sure you believe that answer?
Well, I believe that answer. Yeah.
Now, you have numerous versions of you in one body.
We have numerous versions of
yourself in one body.
So what brings about that numerous version of us?
Learning.
And troubles.
Okay, now when you said troubles, I was asking you that what exactly do you mean by troubles?
Yeah.
What you see as trouble is someone's right? Perspective, right?
Yeah.
Good. Troubles is I don't understand this. It's strange to me.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in trouble. Is that what brought about you?
Yes.
What if what you're not familiar with is what is supposed to teach you what your next step is? You still call it trouble?
I listened to Pastor Johnson Suleiman said a thing about his father in the Lord, late Bensini Dahosa. He said before Bessie Daso called him and said, I think it was like a meeting or so, I cannot get the exact setting, and he said, I feel my time is up. I feel I will be leaving anytime soon. Tell us what you want. And Suleiman responded by saying that I want to be like you, sir. I want your anointing. Like, if you leave, let me.
Did you want to carry you?
Yes, yes. And then he looked at him and he shook it. He said, "Is that really what you want?" And he said, "Yes." He said he put hand on him to pray for him, and he said, "Lord, give him troubles."
Imagine that. So the prayer song praise.
No, now everybody's going to what, like, "Lord, give him troubles." How? Why? Why not tell me I'm blessed?
I'll say it again.
Why not tell me?
Who does not want troubles, who does not want chaos, we will never make it. It's not a curse. It's not learning. We will never make it. Let me explain. My uncle here is telling me something. Where I stay is quite chaotic. Use that, like the rough of the rough, stay there. And I tell him I have to move there. And he was asking me why. I have built my mind.
You told him you have to move there.
Move from
out
there,
of there. Okay, good.
And he was like, why? I like, I have trained my mind to see these two perspectives. This is my person. This is there. Like I can't find a way where we mix. But my children don't know how to differentiate that yet.
Oh, they don't know the difference between
They see a kid with his pants running down the street. That's how kids do. But I no. That's not how much.
So you understand that people are greatly influenced by what they come directly in contact with, especially children.
Where you stay. There is nothing.
I agree. I have experienced that in person.
There is nothing that influences you more than where you stay. Not even just where you stay. What the culture of the people where you stay is.
So you cannot differentiate yourself from the culture of the people.
Estates right now.
Yeah.
If the estate people come and say, "Oh, every month now we start paying 500,000," do you have to pay it? If they come abruptly.
Yes, abruptly.
New service charge.
We're definitely going to question, have some.
But do you really think that you would still pay it? Let's say you question and it not go your way. Would you pay it?
I'd pay it if it's reasonable.
Now you are still trying to justify your answer.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to point to you is you pay it because somebody that is controlling your culture there said it.
Oh.
He never came out that day and say, okay, if you start to pay 500,000, it's sweet. It was never your idea. Yeah. Somebody's idea became your culture. That's what is wrong with us in Nigeria.
Somebody's idea became your culture.
How it works. The educational system, the railroad, slavery, anything was somebody's idea.
Yeah.
That became a culture.
So will you say your friend that you stayed with, the environment actually shaped you?
He was the only person that gave me a good attitude. I had a good attitude. Not because
was the only person that gave you a good
taught me what a good art is.
Oh.
I don't know if I can open my house to anybody now. Yeah. I don't think, but I can rent a house for somebody. Do you understand what I mean? I can rent a house for you. I can help you set up a business. I can help you. If I'm not financially capable, I can pull you into my business. You would work. I would pay you. But I will not leave you how you came to me.